Good evening. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Tuesday, December 1st. Pretty interesting couple of trading sessions. Looks like that Dubai news ended up just being a blip in the screen. Buyers have come in. Granted, the volume hasn't been, that great, but it still doesn't matter. We saw a very nice pop on the market today. Economic data was so-so, but for some reason it just got spun positive, and we're entering that time of the year where the market tends to do very, very well in December. Here we're looking at the Dow 15-minute chart. Needless to say, we're overbought. We've got pretty strong resistance here at the 10,500 area. We did get a positive or a golden cross on the Dow 15-minute chart, but we usually I usually ignore crosses like this when they happen after a really small retrace. So, we'll just have to see what happens there. If we look at the daily chart, however, you can see on the daily chart we're very close. Actually, we did peak just above the previous highs there. And if we see further upside tomorrow, we could really see another nice move on this market. Remember, we're putting in about a 2 to 300 point pop on each new high that we're making on the Dow since the July lows, and that would put us up around the 10,700, 800 area. 20-day exponential holding very, very solid here, so that would be the breakdown. Now would be the 10,274 area. That's one of those markets. We've got a couple of tailwinds. We've got tax loss selling to deal with, and we've also got the time of the year where traders usually get euphoric and start chasing stocks. We started seeing some of that today in the market, and the big reason, of course, for that was again the dollar dropped, which spiked commodities, and the same old adage: dollar down, market up; dollar up, market down. So we're going to continue to see that trend. But let's jump into some stock plays. EGHT was a huge winner for us today. We tagged this one in the Sunday video saying to watch this one and get ready to add it. Market looked ready for today, so we sent out that trading alert at $1.12 to $1.14. Hit our target plus some. We were looking for a move to $1.32. Stock hit $1.42 as a high of the day, almost a 30% winner there for us. Not too shabby there for a few hours work. As mentioned in the alert, should have booked at least three-quarter plus gains on this one. Next target would be possibly a move to a $1.55, $1.60, but this is pretty overextended now, and we'd actually be looking to add dips on this one versus, adding it to see higher prices. But again, this is one of those cash-rich tech stocks, which is what should do very well over the next 2 months. As such, another reminder on WSTL. Really, really like this tech stock. These guys are trading. They have a huge cash balance, no debt, cash flow positive. They make money. They have earnings, and they have a stock buyback in place. Stock is down pretty big since the October highs. Been consolidating very nicely here, and we got our first close above the 20-day exponential, which is a buy trigger on this stock. We will have minor resistance at $1.30, but there is no reason why this one can't make a move to $1.40 plus over the next few days. Chart looks very, very nice. We've seen nice buying volume here, and one thing I really love is when, other than seeing stochastics come up through 20, I love it when we see stochastics come down, base around 50, and then bounce. That is just as strong as the move you see whenever it comes up through 20. So things are looking very, very good here for WSTL, with stops now trailed to $1.10 on this one. ACLS, this is another one we've played quite a bit. This is another stock looking ready to go on a big move. Had a very nice buyer in this one today. We got a close above the $1.20 area. We're looking for a move to $1.32, and then over $1.32, there's really no resistance till we hit that 147, 150 area. RSI has held 50 very nicely over the last 3 weeks on this consolidation. ADX has remained strong, and again here we see stochastics holding the 50 area and should spike back here tomorrow. Stops on this one. Would be looking at $1.10, but if you want to play it a little bit cautious, you can use today's lows, 1 cent below, so $1.14 as stops on this one. But this is another one. Judging by their earnings report, they were burning a lot of cash. They're expecting to be cash flow neutral this quarter and going forward. and they're sitting on a cash balance of 48 million. So again, sticking with the theme, cash-rich tech stocks should lead us over the next couple of weeks. These are the kind of stocks that like to do very, very well this time of year. TSTR, this is another very nicely set up chart. It's been hugging its 200-day moving average here. That's at $1.09. So stops would be $1.09. Breakout would be a move through the 20-day exponential. That is at $1.21. And then again, we're looking for a move to the 50-day moving average. That's up there at 154. So this chart is priced for a very nice move here near term, just like EGHT was. We had a couple other plays over the last couple of days. EEE was a play on the SYMX run, which if you stuck in that one ended up being a, 50% move in 3 days. Was stock we tagged last Wednesday in the 80s, hit $1.20 something today, so not too shabby if you're still in it. And as mentioned in the alert, take the money and run. 50% gain in this market. Don't turn your nose up at it. Take it. You can always rebuy stocks, but this was a play on that one. EEE, it's been beaten down over the last couple of months. Don't really like jumping into these stocks that are trading at their lows, at least for another week or so. But this was a sympathy play on SYMX, and the spike in ethanol stocks had a pretty high volume, but there was a seller still sitting on this one. So type stops on this one, 30 cents, and as mentioned in the alert, 35 cents would be target. If you want to exit this one flat, so be it. It didn't act like it should have on the volume today, and the same was true for NWD. This was also a trading alert yesterday on the big momentum we saw in the agricultural stocks, but again, this one trading at its lows and unable to break through the tax loss seller. So you can hold on to this one, or you can look to exit flat or with a small loss. Again, we're going to be focusing on the stocks like WSTL and ACLS right now, sticking with our high cash balance and looking towards the next week and a half when we're going to start picking up our January popper plays, stocks that tend to do well from mid-December through the early part of January. So we'll be throwing together a list of those stocks. 8 was actually on it, but we already got our 30% move on this one already. Last but not least, quick mention on SIMG, another cash-rich tech stock. This one is primed and ready for a move here. We'll be looking to add any dips 225 and under, and this one, like OPWV, treaded water for a while, and we could really see this one motor higher over the next few days. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on this one. And then our big plays for tomorrow should be WSTL and ACLS as well as TSTR. So that's it for the video. See you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.